between ground zero here and then all the way to the right. So I'm just going to adjust it until I like it here. Now you're going to get a totally different effect if you use a lot of twirl, or if you don't. I mean, every time I do this, it comes out different every single time. So it's very, very abstract. Okay, I don't want to twirl it too much because I don't want to lose some of those bright spots in there. There we go. So somewhere like, 320 or 330 degrees for the angle. Okay, and I'll go ahead and click OK. All right, super. Now let's blend this layer in with the one below it. I'm going to come over here to the blending mode menu and let's select screen. Okay, and that way now we can see some of the elements in the layer below this, and so we've kind of, we're trying to create more of an abstract type of design, which sort of resembles, and it has a very dreamy type look to it as well. I'm going to go ahead and make this image just a little bit larger here. I may even just zoom into it. All right, so now what we must do is duplicate this top layer here and then rotate it, and just keep repeating this process until we start to see, or until we start to like it, really, until we start to see the background that we want. So I'll drag this to the new layer icon to duplicate that. Then I can come over here to edit, transform, and flip this so many different ways. And every time I flip it, or every time I duplicate the layer and flip it, I'm going to get a different result. I could even totally take this swirl and completely flip it horizontally and create something like this. Okay, so there's a lot of things you can do here. I'll rotate it 180 degrees. I'll go ahead and duplicate that, and then I can flip it vertical. Okay, so you can sort of see what I'm talking about. I mean, you can just keep going with this, and let's do 90 degrees. Okay, and let's go ahead and do that one more time. Edit, transform, and flip vertical. Okay, so it's, you can see it's looking pretty hot. And if I zoom into it, you can really start to see the detail that we're starting to create here. And this is why it's always great to create these types of images much larger than something like you would see on the web or whatever, because if you ever did want to print it out, well, you would still have all this detail. Being a high resolution image, you have so many more opportunities when you're creating things at 300 dpi. All right, looking pretty cool. Okay, now what we're going to do is create this image adjustment. We're going to create a levels image adjustment that will allow us to change and modify the brightness and the darkest areas of this particular background. I want you to go down to this button right here. Let's go ahead and select levels. And you can see that it'll place that image adjustment at the very top of the layers palette with a layer mask. That's fine. And I want you to just click on this black arrow here and move that to the right, and you'll start to see more of the faded areas start to go away, and you can see it's starting to make things just a little bit more prominent here. Probably won't need to increase the lightness at all, because that'll just blow it right out. But you can see you can tweak this around a little bit. Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and click OK. And then if you want to colorize it, then all you have to do is make another image adjustment by clicking on this button and just select hue and saturation. But you must click this little button right here, the little check box right here, colorize, and then you can move the hue slider around and set different colors. Look at this. And I'll go ahead and click OK. So check it out. Now you have your dreamy background, and if I zoom into it, you can just see the detail. Now you can duplicate these layers again. You can, do so much with this. And then I can come over here to edit, copy merged. So I copy all the layers and then go up here to the menu again and select paste. And by the way, because I'm in full screen mode, on the toolbar, all the menus appear on the very top of the toolbar here. It's kind of cute. Anyway, but I'll move this copy that I've merged all the layers into this one copy, and I'll move that above all the layers. Now what I can do is just transform and move this image around as well. So I can come over here to the menu and select image, or I'm sorry, edit, transform, vertical or horizontal like this, and I can overlay just the lightened areas and create this effect. This is, these are a lot of fun to play around with. And you can create some really interesting abstract and dreamy backgrounds that you can use for your images. You can even incorporate this with the special effects video that I've created on the CD as well. And, just be creative and create a whole bunch of different types of designs. Well, hey, there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next video.